This is part 3 of my engine swap. The first order of business after getting the old engine out was to remove the stuck CV axle on the passenger side. I tried chiseling it out and also drilling and using extractors, but nothing worked. So finally, I just cut the end of the bolt off. I removed the stud with vice grips. Then I cleaned the old axle grease from the cavity. I also cleaned out a whole bunch of clutch dust from the transmission housing. Inspected these splines for damage. The transmission design has a built-in guide and eliminated the need for a pilot bearing. The axle was also seized, and I had to remove the hub to get it After that ordeal, I then had to remove the flywheel from my old engine to install a new one. Luckily, they are interchangeable on this model. Here, the flywheel is on the left and the flex plate is on the right. The bolt holes will align for either one, but the flywheel bolts are longer, and since they are torque to yield stretch bolts, I bought new ones from VW. To remove the pressure plate bolts, you will need a 9mm splined socket, which is also known as a 12-point socket. I used a starter bolt and a wrench to lock the flywheel from moving while breaking the bolts away. was rusty and dirty, so I cleaned it. I also scrubbed the crank bushing with the wire brush until it was smooth and applied a light film of moly grease. The new bolts came with thread locker pre-applicated, which made installation easier and less messy. I had to remove the shim from behind the original flex plate in order to get the flywheel to seat properly. Use a size 12 triple square for the flywheel bolts. Tighten the bolts gradually in phases to ensure an even clamping force all around. The torque spec is 44 foot-pounds plus an extra 90 degrees to make the bolt stretch. My wrench kept slipping off, so I edited that 90-degree part out. One last cleaning before installation. The pressure plate only fits one way. Align the dowel pins first before replacing the bolts. Tighten the plate gradually and in a star pattern. The torque spec is 120 inch-pounds, which is basically hand tight, maybe with an extra little budge. I used thread locker as extra insurance. Originally, I thought I could put the engine back in without removing the transmission, but it didn't work and I don't recommend it. The 5-cylinder does not allow room to maneuver, so I dropped the transmission and mated it outside the car, and then used my engine hoist to drop the whole assembly in at once. I used a furniture dolly to move the transmission, and at first the exhaust caught up on the firewall, but I figured that out and used a pry bar to push it out of the way. Then the hardest part was getting the engine mount bolts to align properly. If you enjoyed this or if it helped you, please hit the like button, which helps me out.